Hi everyone, and welcome to today's workout. Today we're going to be doing a leg focused workout. All you're going to need are the Balance Pods XL, and when you're ready you can go ahead and grab those and meet me back on the mat and we'll begin. Alright, so to begin we're going to start with a Sumo Squat. So for a Sumo Squat you have your feet wider than hip distance and your toes are pointed towards the corners of your mat. You're going to lower down, and then rise back up. And think about driving your knees in line with like your third toes. So not over your third toes, but just in line with them. That's the first move. The next move is heel elevated squat. So you'll just bring the pods a little closer to one another and you put the heels on the pods and the balls of the feet and the toes are on the ground. Then we'll just lower down as low as you can go while keeping tension through the glutes. It's really important. We don't want to just drop down and get right back up. We want to do it with intention to keep the tension so that your muscles stay activated. The next move is a lateral lunge glide. So you're going to be up on your pods like so, and we're just going to go side to side. And this is where the balance comes in. And if you wobble or if you fall, no big deal. And that's that move. And then the last one, no pods needed. This is a squat jump. So you're gonna go back and jump up. From the side, just to show you, hips go back, jump up. Try not to be forward here. If you're forward, it means your weight is a little too far in the front of your feet. Shift your weight back towards your heels. Hips go back, jump up. Now, if for some reason you can't jump, let's say, your knees are bothering you, or maybe you live in an apartment and you wanna be a good neighbor and you don't wanna be jumping on your neighbors downstairs, what you could do is send your hips back and pretend like you're gonna jump. So it's like a big force up, but you don't actually go anywhere. So we're gonna do each movement for 10 repetitions. We'll repeat for a total of 3 times. Let's get into it. So first move, we start with the pods a little wider than hip distance and point your toes out to the top corners of your mat. We'll lower down, rise back up. 1, 2, keep your core nice and strong. 3, pelvic floor lifted. 4, knees tracking in line with your third toes. 5, 6, 7, bring a gentle awareness to the muscles between the shoulder blades. 8, 9, last one right here, and 10. Then we bring the pods a little closer together for those heel elevated squats. This is nice because it gets right into the front of the legs a little bit more. Like I said, be mindful about keeping that tension. Here we go, through the backs of the legs. 2, 3, controlled movement. Don't go too fast. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we have the lateral lunge glide. So you have a wider stance. We get low, go over to one side first to start. We're just gonna shift side to side. 2, 3, 4, 5, woo, you feel these. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great, now we have our squat jump. Let's get right into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, feel that burn. 5, 6, 7, 3 more. 8, come on, 9, 10. Great job. So take a second, see how you did. Reflect. Woo. You can always pause the video, get a sip of water if you need, and let's get right back into it for round 2. Sumo squat, toes point out, shift the weight into the balls, sorry, not the balls of the feet, the heels of the feet, 2, and the outside edges of the feet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we have heel elevated squats. So set those heels up, toes can point out a little bit, and then lower down, keeping the resistance, the tension through the glutes and the hamstrings. Here we go for 4, 5, nice neutral spine, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're gonna go nice and low here with the hips. Try not to lean forward too far. We shift side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more. Last one. 10. Great job. Squat jump is next. Let's get right into it. 1, 2. Send those hips back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! I'm feeling that burn. All right, that's a sign we're doing it right. Okay? Take a second. Remember, you can always pause the video if you need to. We're gonna get right back into it for our third and final round. Take a second, ask yourself, what can I do to really give it my all so I have the most success with this workout? Let's start with the Sumo Squat. So we have the toes pointed out to the corners of the mat. Here we go, lower down. Let's back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Heel elevated squat. Bring those pods in a little bit. Heels on the pods. Toes can point out a tiny bit if you like. Keep that tension through the glutes and hamstrings. We lower down. 1, 2. Nice neutral spine. 3. Check those front ribs. Make sure they're not flaring out. Here's 5. Point them down. 6, 7, 8. We have 9 and 10. Awesome. Open up. Lower down, side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Last one, you know what to do. Hips go back, weight in the heels, jump. Jump. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Amazing. We did it! Yes! Great job. So you got a little bit of cardio in there with that squat jump. Now, let's just do a little bit of a release. So shift the weight over onto the left foot. Pick the right knee up, hug it in. Try not to lean back when you do this. Little micro bend to this standing leg. Get a little bit of a release here through the back of the right hip. Then bring your hands to your hips. Cross the ankle over the thigh. Come forward a bit. Shift the weight into the left heel. The closer you bring your chest towards your shin, the more you're going to feel this through the hip. Rise on up. We'll take it over to the other side. So hug the left knee in. Little bend of the right leg. Great. Release. Cross the ankle over the thigh. Send the hips back. Chest towards your shin. Nice neutral spine. Weight in the heel and the outside edge of the right foot. And rise on up. Great job. Take your feet a little wider than hip distance. Send your hips back. Weight in the heels. You're going to come down for a nice forward fold. Let your head hang heavy. Don't be afraid to bend your knees here. More important to get a good stretch through your hamstrings than to have straight legs but a super rounded back. Nice neutral spine is more important. Shift your weight from one side to the other by swaying side to side. Good. And then walk your hands forward a bit. We'll step the right foot forward. Left knee comes down to the ground. Tuck the tailbone under. Send the left arm up and over. This will get a little deeper into that psoas, which feels really nice after a bunch of squats. Whew. And then release. Bring the right knee down. Left knee forward, left foot forward. Tuck your tailbone under and send the right arm up and over. And then we'll get into the adductors a bit. So from here, I'm going to come back into that kind of sumo squat position, toes pointed not totally out to the side, but just to that corner of each mat. Bring your hands down, fingers point down towards the ground. Send the right shoulder in. Breathe some space into the inner right thigh. Inhale, rise up. We'll take the left shoulder in. Great job. Rise up. Bring toes in, heels out. So you're a little pigeon-toed, but you're nice and wide with your stance. Hands come down. Spine stays neutral, so feel free to bend your knees as much as you need to. Reach back with one hand. Just make sure your sacrum is even. You're not like tilting to one side. Then shift your weight a little forward, a little backward. This is going to stretch the peroneals, these muscles that run alongside, just above like your ankle area. And this is generally really tight on people whose feet turn out. This is just a nice release to do through the lower legs. And then rise up by heel toeing your feet together. And come all the way up, arms up overhead. Can reach. And then release. Thank you so much for working out with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you very soon. Take care.